welcome back to the channel. We're in the Lake District again, and we're in the Western Fells this time, and today we're going up two Wainwrights, so we're going to go Low Fell and then Fellbarrow. Right, let's check it out on the map. Starting in the village of Thackthwaite, we follow a tree-lined run. At the drystone wall, we turn right and continue on to a split. We follow the path to another wall near Hatteringill Head, and we continue left on our side of the wall to Fellbarrow. Once summited, we take a down and up to Smithy Fell. Skirting the side of Sourfoot Fell, we get fantastic views down to Crummock water. Once summiting Low Fell, we go a short distance to Loweswater Fell and then start to head back across the same path. The Loweswater Fell gives fantastic views over Loweswater, which can't be seen from Low Fell. We take the same path before branching off and taking a gentle grassy path where we were at the split earlier. Once rejoining our original path, it's an easy finish back to the tree line run. It's a fantastic walk and I really hope you enjoy it. Where I'm starting, there's two sidings. One holds about 2 cars and one 3 cars, so fairly limited parking around here. But it's not going to be super popular, this, because it's really for people who are hunting down Wainwrights. Got Alison with me there. She'll be taking a couple of photos as we go around, so if you want to check out her Instagram, I'll put it in the description for you. This is the little village of Thackthwaite. So there's a cute little bunch of houses. And we are sort of winter here, as you can see, a few little snowdrops knocking about as we go into February. And there's life there about to burst forward. Loweswater Parish Council, what have they got to say? We missed a meeting. We've missed the council meeting, oh no. This is the day after a storm. I'll put it on the screen because I can't pronounce it. But there's a lot of chainsaw action going on this morning because even when we came in on this road, there was a tree had been felled straight across it. So the farmer's busy tidying that up, otherwise we wouldn't have got here. As we come through the village, hello, you'll see this sign and it's Low Fell we're going to. So we just turn in here at the Thackthwaite farm. So we're going to go to the Kirk style Inn to finish, which is fairly close to here. There we go, little signpost there for us, and we'll continue to head up. Path's quite a steady track going up. A few midges knocking around, which is unusual for January, but we're soon onto the fells, and we're going to hit our first view now. There we go, bit of a look out. So that's the surrounding area. Over in the distance in the middle there you've got Broom Fell, and then over to Lord's Seat towards the right. And we did that a little while ago, but it was so wet that we didn't record it, so I'll have to visit that another day. See, there's a lot of storm damage, so a lot of branches have been down over the course of the last day or so. The up is about 300 metres. Warning, sheep grazing. Don't usually get warnings about sheep, do you? Vicious sheep in these parts. Right, so that's where we're going, just ahead of us there. It's not a massive walk this, and you can have it in about 3 hours. So I'd say maybe if you come into this area, it's a cracking evening walk. You can get the sunset on these, and then maybe do a bigger one the day after.
A bit moody behind us.
Looks moody. So behind us, we've got Grassmore, and then Whiteside's also there. So we'll be up those at another point. We're back soon. Yeah, that's been there a while. You get across that if you want. We don't need to though. Yeah, nice bridge if you need it.
It's still alive.
Oh yeah, it's only partly come out of the ground, so that'll be fine. Same principle as lane hedges, I suppose. So Fellbarrow has made no secret of itself. It's right in front of you as you come up this walk. Relatively short one this, and it's one you can include as like a family walk. So if you're just getting into walking, or you've only got half a day in the area, that's a good one to do. The up on this is 300 metres-ish, and then when we're working our way over to Low Fell, again, they're only 2 metres in height difference between them, so we're pretty much going at level. Here's our footpath again then, so it's well signposted. If a little muddy underfoot, yeah. Slight swelchy. As we walk up, we're going to get to this stone wall, then we're going to trace it across. So this is the stone wall we're going to follow. See the track going up there, just through this gate. Little gate for us here, going through. Bit of old works. just thought I'd give you the shot back at this point because that looks absolutely spectacular. Further down you're towards Red Pike and High Style, and then you can go over to the last resting place of Wainwright and his ashes, which is Haystacks. Anyway, on we go. That's the main path up there, and this is the sort of secondary path down here, and we're going to take this one. A fantastic blue sky there for us today. Even though it's the last week in January, it's given us a little treat. So it can be a bit hit and miss in January and in the winter. I'm using mountain weather forecast quite a lot to check the cloud bases, because you could come out, get all the way out here, which is 2 hours for me, and then it's totally clagged in, so that's a bit of a shame. And today it is going to be a bit of cloud, but it's about 650, and we're only going up to about 400 and odd, so for us we'll be under it all day. Yeah, it's definitely helped us, hasn't it, over the winter. Yeah. What do you mean last year I was dragging you out in all sorts? What do you mean? You're loving it. Talking to Dave from DA Outdoors, and he was saying he doesn't trust it 100%, but you know, for me any information is better than no information. And I know that yesterday it was 135 mile an hour winds here at gusts, so definitely no chance of getting out there. But today it's about 25 miles an hour winds and pretty sunny. Eventually then you come across Hatteringill Head, which is this, and that looks a little wide at that point where Alison is. What do you reckon? You're going to jump it? You're staying up here? Yeah, you can get across, and there's a few ways, and it's a little bit narrower up here, so step over that, I think. Yes. What are you doing? Go on. Oh yeah, that looks all right. There you go, even better. Yeah, it's a bit soggy around these parts. So a bit of a field walk as we head up. If you're in this area and you're doing like an overnight, this is a good one to do on whichever's your short day. And just underneath these, there's the Loweswater Fells. And I'm going to do a walk soon, which is 5 Wainwrights in that area. So you could do that as well on your long day, and that'll box off 7 for the weekend for you. In the description I'll note some accommodation, because there are pubs around here, hotels and campsites, and also a bothy you can book. I don't usually mention accommodation, but I say this is a bit further out than most other places like the Central Fells, so chances are it might take a couple of hours to get here and back, so overnight might be a thing. And if you're doing this, you're probably Wainwright bagging because there's quite a few in this area. So if you think the accommodation stuff is going to be useful to you, let me know and I can work it into the videos a bit more. It's not commission orientated, it's just things I think might be helpful. The ascent on this is steady, but it is quite consistent. But you can just see the view behind me there, so don't forget to stop and admire that. Clothing wise, just to let you know, I've got long johns on because it's still nippy. It's about 3 degrees today, and in the valley I thought it was too warm, but once I've got up the wind's a bit bitey, so I'm layered, I think, correctly. Got my hiking trousers, down jacket, and just a base layer which is merino wool. So only 2 layers, but I've got 1 more in my bag in case I need to get that out. There shouldn't be any rain today, but worth carrying an extra layer just in case. You got your long johns on? Good, long johns confirmed.
Your brother didn't buy it.
Couple of birds of prey knocking round. Oh, there's another one. Once you've taken the split, the path is pretty obvious up here, but you might miss it on the corner, and as I say, you'll track up the side there otherwise. So we still have an absolutely stunning view back across the fells. So that's superb. When we get further along to Low Fell, get a view down Crummock water, and then I'll go on to Buttermere. So we don't need to go through that fence behind us because that goes up to Hatteringill Head, and we're not going up there today, even though it's just a short distance away. So that's it in the background, and that's what you can see when you're walking up. We are continuing up on this side of the fence, and we'll eventually get to Fellbarrow in about probably 25 more metres of height. So nearly there. Just where the village is before, the River Cocker goes through there, and that's where Cockermouth gets its name from. There's sometimes changeable conditions in the lakes. Now it's hailing in my face. Ouch. That's quite sore, that. So despite the fact it's hammering me in the face with hail, this is now the top of Fellbarrow, so we're just over here. It's quite elaborate, these fence posts, aren't they?
Yeah, lovely.
Lovely. Right, there you go. Wow, look at that southern view out. There we go. Top of Fellbarrow. So another Wainwright caught in the area. And I think, what am I looking at? Oh yes. So that's down towards the Buttermere Fells. Fantastic.
Oh, Instagram picture there.
You're doing your Instagram. From here we're working our way down, and Low Fell is just straight ahead of us. In the Wainwright books, he does say that this is the best approach to it as we go down here, and we'll have Crummock water in front of us, and we'll have Buttermere after that, and then the Buttermere Fells in the distance. But that is stunning today. Yes, definitely. Look at that. Look at that zigzag path going up there. That's the other approach you can take to get to the top of Low Fell. What else does he say? Wainwright also says that the top here is unusually marked with boundaries, because normally on the top of fells it's kind of a bit more open and it's a bit more sort of common grazing ground. And he also says the views are, you know, really great, and it's useful for anyone that's probably got the best days behind them. I think he actually says for when your doctor advises you don't go above 1,500 feet. He says it's good for people whose sort of hiking days are a little bit behind them, and also for those that are getting ready for something like Everest. So he says it's a bit of an all-rounder mountain, and you can tell you've gone up, can't you? You know, it's not like it's oh, just a little wander. It does actually feel like you've had a climb. There's the view out again, and you are treated with this all the way round, and again the Buttermere Fells on this side. As we go down about 50 metres, we come across Smithy Fell and Sourfoot Fell, and then we're over towards our other Wainwright for today, which is Low Fell, and then Loweswater Fell after that. Just gone for a little costume change, and that's mainly because although my down jacket is sort of showerproof and it's hailing and it's bouncing off it, if it gets wet it's not waterproof, and that loses the thermal qualities of the down. So I always keep this in the bag anyway. So this is not forecast today, but I'd always have a top layer just in case. So this is like a sort of windproof, waterproof, extra security one for me. So that's what we've got in the valley there. That's the hail shower that's just gone past us. A rainbow, you say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is a rainbow. I know, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's a rainbow over there. Fantastic. Going all the way to Cockermouth.
Child.
So we're just in this little kind of dip in between the fells, and we'll head up in a sec, just get a quick drink. So this is our stile with added barbed wire for fun. The wind is getting up for us, and I think it's about 35 miles an hour. So a bit of a stiff breeze, but it's not like it was yesterday, so should be fine. Anyway, there's nothing really round here to fall off because there's sort of roundy fells in this area. A bit higher up now, you can see our rainbow hitting the ground there. Fantastic. So that is a hail shower continuing to go into the hills. That's great, isn't it? Oh look, you can see the actual other end. It's there. That's amazing. I've never seen that before. Never seen that before. You've got two ends of the rainbow, so one there, and then one just there. This is the top of Smithy Fell. I was wondering at the fence, yeah, I was just going to say, I was wondering why there's grass all over the fence, but I just seen it flying across the fell, so that's why. This is probably the result of all the wind yesterday. It looks like one of those Hawaiian huts you get, a tiki bar. We're a bit further over to Sourfoot Fell, which is just in front of us here, and then we'll see Low Fell just after that. We're just going to go through this stile here and then head up the path to Low Fell. There is a bit of a track going up here to Sourfoot Fell, but looks a bit makeshift. And really, best to stick to the organised paths because that limits the erosion. Not that this is a brilliant path, but I've seen better. The field, by the way, at the bottom there, if you'd carried on, it is quite boggy. You can tell by all the marsh plants in there, so I wouldn't really recommend that anyway. You can just see sticking up there, the red pike. You love red pike, you don't you? Said red pike's just ahead, you love it, don't you? There's two red pikes that are Wainwrights, and this one is, well, it's red. If you go up it, there's like a scree bank if you're coming up from Buttermere, and that's got sort of red rocks in it. And the other red pike is on the Mosedale Horseshoe, but that's a nice one, but it's more green in it than red. So looking back, Fellbarrow's just on the distance. We'll come all the way across the tops, down this path, so we'll continue on. That's our vista as we look out, and we're heading just a bit further to Low Fell. And you've got the Buttermere Fells just in front of us here.
You see where that weather's headed.
Yeah, the weather's going that way and it can stay over there. A little bit of a squelchy one as we head across, and we're just coming to the gate now. There we go then. So we're joining in this gate. Well, there is a gate there, it's just it's been left open or tied open. I guess the farmer wants it like that. And then we are heading over here. Once you're at the gate, you get this fantastic view here of Crummock water. That's amazing. So you can see the path just heading down and at the side there to Low Fell. That's great, that. That's the path, but I'm just coming off a little bit here so I can get a photo of this fantastic view. That is amazing. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, you get the whole thing in from here. So working across Grassmoor's the large one over to the left, and although it's got a bit of clag on it today, it is about 400 metres higher than us, so there's no chance it's going to get us. And then working across to the right, you can see a bit of Glaramara there, then Fleetwith Pike, so that is near to Haystacks, and then further over Great Gable again, and Scarfell Pike there in the distance. Then we're over to the Mosedale Horseshoe with Pillar and Scope Fell. Quite a steep 50 metres to go. Now this bit here is where it's been sectioned off to protect it from grazing. So it's a Low Fell Nature Reserve. This is where the sheep aren't allowed to go over because of the conservation in the area. And the company that has bought this for that purpose is known as Byland Plant Trees. Don't know what they do. I think it's a hedge fund. So the idea is the area here can get rewilded and get a bit more biodiversity in it. And then once they've sort of recovered that, then they can take the fences down again. They've got some more land towards Thackthwaite and they've taken the fences down there because it's recovered. It's not into fences, they just want to give it a chance to get back to normal. And there you go, it's having some effect. I know it's only winter, but you can see there's definitely more biodiversity here than there was the other side of the fence, whereas that's just like grazed and then marram grass. So essentially a good idea. The fence goes on for about 1.5 kilometres, so it's quite a significant area that's fenced off at the top. As we continue to go up, we get staggering views. You can just see all the far peaks there towards sort of Scar Fell region with the white tops on. What do you think?
It's a bit windy up here.
A bit windy. It is, you're right. Wow, but we're nearly at the very top. There's quite a view going forward, but looking back you can see that skiddaw in the distance. Probably looks really small on the GoPro, but that's also got a white top on it today. On the top section, and it's just come into view. That is the top of Low Fell just there. There we are then, Low Fell. Let's get up there. Right, that's another Wainwright complete. There you go. Have another go. That'll do it. A very short distance away, you can probably see it over there, is the Loweswater Fell, and that is a great viewing point, so it's so close. I'm just going to pop down and have a look at that. And Loweswater is just on this side. This is quite the view coming down. The wind's really getting up now. A bit windy. Loweswater Fell isn't to Wainwrights, but because we've done quite a short walk today, I'm just going to add it in so you can see what it looks like. And again, it's very visible. It's only probably 500 yards away from the top of Low Fell. So, well worth nipping it in, and you can get a cracking view over Loweswater. That's us heading towards it. Again, this is the sort of protection zone, so hence the fence. There's a dog gate here if you've got one. It's a bit breezy. Right. After not so much of a walk from Low Fell, we're suddenly here. Oh, and there it is. The Loweswater Fell, and as promised, there's Loweswater. Getting it. Think about that view. Yeah. There's actually a better view just from the end there, so I'm going to pop down there. So as we come down here, this is going to give us a sort of steeper drop off, so we can appreciate a bigger view. There we go then. You want to get on that one, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of viewing points down here. I can see where people have been up and stood on those. Absolutely cracking. Fantastic view of Loweswater, and then heading over to Buttermere Fells, and of course Crummock Water and Buttermere in the background. We're going to head our way back, route down this first bit. We're going to backtrack a little, then we'll veer off where the gates were before, and head down towards the valley floor. Look at the views out to the side there, fantastic. Back into the protection zone. Yeah, Low Fell Nature Reserve. Land acquired by Bioland Plant Trees.
We know.
We know, we did the research before we came. If you do want to see what Bioland Plant Trees actually do and some of the conservation work, I'll put a link into their website in the description for you. It's the same people that have chimney sheep.
What?
Chimney sheep. You know my woolen thing I stuck up the chimney in the winter?
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep a draft out that. Same people. So there's the top of Low Fell, just coming up again. And you've got the Skiddaw range just over here. Here's our previously conquered friend, Low Fell. Hey. Right. Great view out though, isn't it?
Yeah. 86 now for me.
Pardon?
86 Wainwrights now for me.
86 Wainwrights.
Yeah.
That's good going. That's us heading back down then. Before heading up over there. The wind's settled down now and the sun's come out. What do you think of the walk?
Good. Very good.
Enjoyed it? Yeah, it was a good one. So we're just gonna head down to the valley. So we came down here originally and this time we're taking this one. This does zigzag a little as it heads down the mountain and we're heading to the valley just over there. You sheepies on the way down, you are allowed in this bit. Oh, I've been in forbidden lands. So I've chosen this down because it's quite gentle and your knees prefer that, don't they?
They do,
Yeah.
My old knees.
5 years younger than me. There's another gate, guarding not very much. Should I close it?
Skiddaw.
Skiddaw, yeah, it is Skiddaw, very good. Yeah, just there in the distance, Skiddaw, in its natural environment of clag. There's one cloud that'll be sat on top of that. Yeah, I don't think we've been up that without it being totally clagged then, have we? So that's us coming down again. So fantastic views on the way down and across the tops. And as you can see, gentle, pathy slope to finish.
Yeah, perfect.
Once we loop round, the lake's in front of us again, and then we're just heading down here to the start.
Do it as a family walk then, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good family walk. So I'll put it in the family section as well as in this set of Western Fells. And we're back to the little run down to the farm. Then we're at the car. And then we're at the pub. So that's the walk complete. We're just heading down to the farm, a few hundred yards, and we'll be there. Then we'll pop off to the pub, so I'll show you that. If you enjoyed the walk, helps me out if you click on the like, and that shares it out to more people, so you're also helping those out if they want to find out some information about this area. And if you want to click and subscribe and see the next one, then it's just in the corner. So just click on that, that's free. Right, okay, let's head down then and get to that pub. A few holly berries there for winter. Birds can stock up. So I would say if you're just getting into walking, or you want to go on a family walk, or just go out for the afternoon, these two fells really, really good. You've bagged 2 Wainwrights and you've got fantastic views all around. So I definitely recommend this as a walk. So we're just talking about these, and Wainwright doesn't give too many pages to them in the book, but I would say out the 2 of them, probably, yeah, the second one. So Low Fell definitely seems to be more impressive, and that would probably get my tip if you're just going to pick one of these to do. So Low Fell has a great view over Crummock water. If you go a little bit further on to Loweswater Fell, you can get a view over Loweswater as well. So for me, that tips it as the best one out of these 2. But they're both Wainwrights, and you can't argue with that. They're in the book. Oh, it's like a fruit machine, that one. This is us back at the farm. Yeah, this path is a little bit, so maybe take care. This is us back in Thackthwaite. That's back to our siding. Someone's tried to squeeze a 4th car in there, but it doesn't quite fit. Cheers.